Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a vlog about what you see when you see yourself. Alright, so if you guys are watching how you do and what you do and you see yourselves, whether you are, and this is YouTube for YouTubers, alright? So whether you are a huge channel or whether you are somebody with no viewers at all, I mean, you can have one subscriber, right? How do you see yourself on the scale of where you're at, alright? Now, I see myself as a number one YouTuber. I know I've got 1,076 subscribers. I know. But when you see yourself as a humongous star, and obviously I'm not that right now, but I do see the potential. I see the magnificent amounts of potential. And I do think that I'm going to take the world by storm. I do think I'm going to be a rising starlet. I do think I'm going to be the top star in the world. And you're wondering, how on earth would you say that? There are some people that look at me and say, I think that's obvious. And there are some people that look at me and say, are you crazy? All right. The reason why I say that is because I watch top TV. I watch Kim Kardashian's family. I watch Lisa Rinna's family. I watch um, Lori Lori, I don't know her last name. Lori, um, Lori, you know from Full House. I watch her family. I watch these people. I watch John Legend, who was the sexiest man alive. Like to me, sexiest man alive. Yes, it must be a great honor. Obviously, he enjoys that. And sexy is different things to different people. So, to a lot of people, he is a sexy guy. Obviously, he's the sexiest man alive. But in my opinion, I think I'm very good looking as both a guy and a girl. And I think I'm going to take the world by storm. Now I do feel that um, if you have that drive and you have that passion and you know your worth, you may be worth less, but you feel worth $1 million. You may be um, doing a lot of work and being underpaid or not given your value. But when you see yourself a certain way, you just can't help it, right? Like, I just can't help but feel that I'm going to be a top star. I just can't help it. I really can't help it. I know you're thinking, okay, you see yourself as a top star, but you have to get there. I mean, yes, of course I have to get there. Yes, of course I have to make the standards. I have to do the videos that gets people watching, and I have to do those videos well, and I have to make sure that what I put out is always good. But I just feel very comfortable performing, and I know it's good quality. I just know it, everyone. All right. If you're in the same boat, maybe you've got one subscriber, or maybe you got 1 million subscribers, and you think you should be up to 35 million. Who knows, right? Maybe you already are a huge channel, or maybe you have a really good job somewhere else and YouTube is something you do and you have more of a passion towards it and you want to be more successful on that than anywhere else and you're not seen that way. Trust me, guys, it is worth visualizing where you're going. It is worth feeling like you're somebody. There are a lot of people that'll make people feel like they're nobodies, regardless of what their status is. Madonna gets criticism all the time. It's not like she hasn't proved herself, right? But we all know that people get criticism. We all know that everybody gets judged. Everybody gets gets given a hard time. And at the end of the day, are we really hard pressed on thinking um, that you can't feel a certain way about yourself? Like for me, I just feel very confident. I feel very strong. I feel like I'm $1 million. I feel like I'm worth $1 million or more, billion, trillion. I do feel I'm worth a lot, but the thing is, you shouldn't have to have those numbers there to make you be feeling that way. Now, of course, without the numbers, you're not getting any money from YouTube, let's say, or you're not famous. Uh, but but when you have that drive and you do feel passionate and you do think you are going to be a star, that that makes sense to me. For me, I really feel I'm gonna be that way. And like, my fans are always so nice. They always say how beautiful I am. Thank you. Keep it going, guys. They always say how beautiful I am. They always say how important my videos are to them, and that I inspire, and that I'm really, really good. And I mean, so when I have all these videos about how, people are like, I see a video about how people are haters and this and that. Not, I mean, not, obviously my fans love me, but there are haters out there. And you say these things, and then yet your comments are always really positive, and if you get all this really positive feedback, then of course, you're like, well, are there really haters? I mean, is it really worthwhile to mention them or even talk about them? In some sense, yes, I really do believe it's something that you should talk about as a famous person to get people to be like, you have haters too? But I mean, the funny thing is, we all have haters. We all have people that don't like us, or we all have people that are jealous, or whatever the reason. And, we all have that. So it's not like you are any different from anybody else. And it doesn't, and there are some people that are really, really bad on things like YouTube, or not, they don't perform well, whatever, and they have a hard time getting subscribers and counts, because they're just not good at it. But I don't believe there's such a thing. I think anybody could be a star or starlet. I think anybody can transform their lives from nobody to somebody. Now the thing is, there are people that have turned their lives around completely. They've been homeless, like Ted Williams was homeless and now he's a star. It really is phenomenal to see the transformations. And I think it's really important that we always dream big and work harder to make those dreams come true. I think it's really important that if you are someone that dreams big, you have some kind of drive to back it up, or at least kind of like the whole, ability to make sure you are someone that is uh, going to work towards making it happen, and not just saying that that you're going to be a star. You have to really work at it, right? I think if you have the drive and you really feel connected to it, and there are some people that never make their dreams come true, right? It's possible that just because you dream big and you have all these things happen in your life and you want to make yourself famous, it's possible that you'll never be famous, or someone will never be famous. And it's possible that you'll be the most famous person in the world, but it is possible that someone will not be famous. So, if you have someone that is trying to be famous and they don't make it, you have to come to the realization that it does happen to some people where they're not going to be famous. But for me, I mean, I just know, guys, I know, and you guys are all so nice. Thank you, fans, very, very much. I mean, it's crazy, but I don't think I could ever feel unattractive because you guys are always so kind enough to remind me how gorgeous I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's really my privilege to do these videos for you guys and give you guys a great show. All right, please wrap by now. Thank you.